Well, this is a new one. Haven't done this before. Blues lose 1-0. Can you guess who we were playing? You know, I often say that 1-0 games are often the most boring. I think we can all successfully say that this one broke the stereotype, but I've been dreading making a video on a 1-0 game. Because what is there to talk about? Because if I wanted to, I could make the game summary video less than 30 seconds long. We're gonna count it. Ready? Go! The Blues and Coyotes met for the 7th consecutive time on Monday afternoon, and we all knew it was going to be a defensively heavy game. And every single one of us was correct. Both goaltenders stood on their heads in this one, but Clayton Keller, 5 minutes into the second, got one past Jordan Binnington, and that remained the only goal of the game. Meaning that for those 7 games, Arizona went 4-2-1 against the Blues. With both injuries and terrible officiating, both teams have a lot to complain about these last 7 games. Wow, would you look at that? Turns out I don't even need 30 seconds. But what was great about this game is it was playoff intensity. Both teams were quick on the puck. Both teams were sound defensively, and both goaltenders absolutely stood on their heads. A few more penalties were called in this one than the last one. Let's just go over those real quick. With about 30 seconds to go in the first period, Ryan O'Reilly and Nick Schmaltz are fighting for puck possession, and Nick Schmaltz decides, I'm not gonna beat Ryan O'Reilly, I'm just gonna tackle him. An interference was called on the play, and it wasn't against Nick Schmaltz! And I genuinely think that if it wasn't for the Schwartz botched interference call earlier in this series, that might have been the biggest blown call against the Blues since the Western Conference Final 2019 Game 3 overtime and pass! And wouldn't you believe it, the Blues had yet another 5-on-3 power play opportunity here, which they did nothing with! That means that the Blues haven't scored a 5-on-3 goal literally since 2016. They've had 20 opportunities since then. And remember what I said last game about the Blues not needing the coronavirus to have a bunch of players out? Somehow, someway, by sheer Blues luck, it got worse because Torrey Krug left this game with an upper body injury. In Craig Berube's furious post-game interview, he said that he is day-to-day, which I guess is a good thing. So here's a list of every single Blues injury right now. Blais, Schwartz, Bozak, Thomas, Tarasenko, Parayko, but playing for some reason. Krug, whose last shift was 18 seconds long. And Scott Perunovich, so even if we wanted to see him this year, we couldn't because he just had season-ending shoulder surgery. But on the plus side, we don't have to play these guys until April. Hallelujah! And even better, we're playing the Sharks next. Yay! Y'all better beat the Sharks or I swear to God! Questions. Okay, serious questions. Is this a possible preview of the playoffs? Could it be a problem now that they know they can get best of 7 games against us? Because my opinion of them over the past couple weeks has gone from mediocre to contender. The games that the Blues have lost against the Coyotes, with the notable exception of today's game, have been not because the Coyotes are good, it's because the Blues have not played up to their potential. The Oats are a decent team, for sure, but I wouldn't call them contenders. We can't lose to the Sharks, right? I don't know, with the team as inconsistent as my fucking webcam, it's impossible to tell. The Blues should be beating the Sharks on a pretty consistent basis, but that's what I said about the Coyotes! To me, it was one of the most boring games I've ever seen as a Blues fan. What about you? Boring or competitive? Like I said, for a 1-0 final score, this was a fun game to watch. Both teams were super quick on the puck in this game. It was really fun watching them move it around. But of course, Darcy Kemper just had to spoil it for us. Are you rocking with the Coyotes after this series? The only thing I'd ever rock with the Coyotes is their beautiful reverse retro jerseys. I'm thinking about getting me one. Those things are so cool. So that is going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I told you guys it was going to be a short video. If you want a longer video, tell the Blues to score more goals. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another aneurysm. Let's go! Beat the shit out of the Sharks. Who's with me? Ah!